Wow, NIO. What a crazy stock. I'm going to show you guys what might have been one of the dumbest or one of the smartest things I could have done last night. I bought NIO after hours. It was going to the moon. Literally, it went to the moon last night after hours, and I ended up getting a really good entry. I'm going to show you my entry from last night, and I ended up holding it overnight. I ended up holding NIO overnight, which is crazy. I know it's crazy, but I had a really good entry after hours. At least the margin for error. If the stock did pull back, I thought I would be safe, and you'll see what went down, take a profit this morning. It was an emotional roller coaster, no doubt about it here. But I want to remind people out there, you got to be really careful with these overnight holds because NIO, it could have opened at like $8 or $9 this morning, and I could have lost a lot of money because with the action, with the after hours move, and everything that was going on with that stock yesterday, it was just insane. NIO. I thought the bull case was a lot better than the bear case, so I made the decision. I took the risk with my experience of seeing these types of stocks, what they're doing, how they're gapping up, and all that. Using that experience trading these types of stocks over the last 2 years, I was able to make the choice to hold it overnight. But I just want to put that disclaimer out there for people who are new to day trading and stuff like that. It's really risky. What I did was very risky, and I just want people to know that this is not something that I would suggest to people who are new to day trading, or really anybody, even myself. I probably wouldn't suggest this to myself. Patrick, in the future, if you watch the video, don't do this again. But it ended up working out. I'm green, it's Friday, and I'm happy, so I'll show you guys a trade. I'll show you what happened. Let's see what went down here on NIO. Stay tuned. All right, so right now it's 7:27 on Thursday, and we're crushing it. NIO. I'm letting this one hold overnight. I'm going to hold it overnight. We're going to see what happens. We're going to let this one ride. I think at this point, with this type of action after hours with my entry, I feel pretty good. I didn't get the best entry ever. I'm not really super happy with the entry, but I feel pretty good about it. I wanted to get down here in the low 11s. I was at the gym. I went to dinner, and I basically missed out on these bounces off that 1120 area, but luckily I was able to get in on this 1180 break, and I got this 1180 break there. So you can see it actually bounced. It actually pulled down there one more time at 1175, and now it's up there to almost $13. And like I said, it's Thursday night. After hours should be closing pretty soon. You got about 30 minutes till after hours closes, and we're going to see what happens tomorrow morning when this thing opens up pre-market. We'll see if we can get up there above $13 tomorrow morning. With this type of action after hours and just the overall trend here, I think we're sitting pretty. I think we're sitting pretty overall. And you can see just this 5-minute chart, just wanting to go higher. Just following that EMA. There it is, up above 1290 again. Let's see if we get that break over 13. I'm excited to see if we get this break over 13. It's heating up, baby. It's heating up. It's fun. It's awesome. Oh, yeah, we're going to get it. We're going to get that break over $13. It's going to be crazy. Pushing for that break over $13 here. Look at that. Look at the buyers stepping up. This is why I feel pretty good about holding this overnight, because look at these buyers. They're just stepping up, constantly pushing this thing higher. And that's what I want to see. Obviously, I want that support. I want to make sure I'm holding this one. If I'm going to be holding this one, I want to make sure there's buyers. And look at it there, up above $13 now. Beautiful. This is everything. This is beautiful. This is everything we've ever traded for. This is everything, guys. This is the moment that I've been working hard for the last couple months, looking for this opportunity, and there it is, capitalizing on this opportunity. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to bed, I guess. I'm going to go to bed, and tomorrow morning we'll wake up and we'll see where we're at. We'll see where we're at tomorrow morning. Well, I got some bad news. I got some good news. You saw the video from last night talking about how I was holding this overnight NIO, and this morning I woke up. It was early morning. I woke up and I started looking. I looked at my phone real quick and I was like, holy crap. This thing pulled back down there. The low was 1168. So I was actually in the red for a minute. For a slight minute, I was in the red there, and it ended up popping back up this morning. You can see now it's up there to 1428. But it ended up getting stuck here, kind of double top of that 1281. And I was like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. And at that point, I was up $1,000. We can risk it, or we can just take $1,000, which on any given day, $1,000 is always a beautiful profit. So if I can make $1,000 just by sleeping overnight, should I push it here? Should I push it? That's what I told myself. At least that's what I told myself. I was like, why are we going to push this? $1,000 just for sleeping is definitely not bad. But I was able to get a couple hundred shares sold through there. I've got 93 shares left right now. it wasn't looking very hot. And I just was like, I gotta get out of this. I gotta start getting out of it in case it does start to pull back. Because the last thing that I wanted to do was have a red Friday. It's just kind of a weird feeling, honestly. This feeling of like, you did what you're supposed to do. You know, you took the profit. You're up $1,000, you made $1,000. But now the stock's at 14, 19. And I would be up $4,000 or $5,000 right now. So that's obviously the hard part here. I feel defeated because I sold before it ran to 14.39 this morning. The worst part is last night this stock closed at 13.50, which was the high of day. It was strong, and I was sitting there, I'm like, I should probably take this, right? And then I told myself, nah, I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it overnight. I was up over $3,000 at that point. I told myself I was going to hold overnight, let it go. This morning just got faked out. Got a little fake out there, pre-market little fake out there. Not bad. I mean, $1,400 is not a bad day. Not a bad day at all. I mean, $1,400 just for sleeping is not bad, right? It's not a bad day. It's one of those things. It's one of those things. The emotion right now. Now I'm like, do I want to chase this? Do I want to trade it again? Now that I basically sold $2 too soon, but at the end of the day, no one really knew this was going to pop back up, or maybe they did. You can just tell. You can tell that I feel defeated right now. But still, locking in $1,200. I got 93 shares left right now. I'm going to let the 93 shares ride till open just to kind of see where this does end up at. I can't complain. I can't complain about it. This could have easily crashed lower, no doubt about it. This could have easily just got stuck there at 1280 and pulled down there below where my entry was. And then I would be down $1,000. That could have easily happened, you know. There's really just no way to know that this was going to do what it did. So I'm looking, see if I can lock in the rest here. If this pops back up there above 14, so lock in $1,400 in profit this morning and be done for it. So I'm going to go ahead and just lock it down there, $14, and just be done. I'm going to walk away, take it. It's Friday morning. Normally I don't even trade. Normally, a lot of times on Fridays, I don't even trade. I don't want this video to come across like, oh, I'm not happy with making $1,400. Obviously, you know, looking at this now, it's like, what was I thinking? Maybe I shouldn't have sold everything this morning. Also, I think there was a little bit of just like, hey, we're going to the moon. I think some of that emotion kind of took over. And then this morning, waking up and seeing that it was down almost to the point where I was in the red, I was like, holy crap, I got to get out. Going from being up $3,000 to only being up $1,000 is definitely a big slap in the face back to reality. Like, okay, there, now you know. Now you see what happens, Patrick. When you mess with fire, this is what happens. This is what happens to me. I've done this before where I've had these overnight holds. And a lot of times, if you get into the trade and all you're thinking about is how much upside there is, you're like, oh my gosh, there's going to be so much upside here. And that's all you're thinking about. That right there is always just a red flag. It's like, okay, put yourself back in check. Simmer down, boys. Simmer down. Put yourself back in check. And you can see NIO was just one of those stocks. One of those stocks where yesterday, after hours, I thought I was the smartest person in the world. And then waking up this morning and being down in the red, I was like, holy crap, I'm an idiot. And that emotion was like, that's what took over. This wasn't even trading at that point. Really, it was just emotion. I think my entry yesterday was fine after hours. And then seeing that overall trend after hours was fine. But then this morning, the emotion, waking up and seeing that I was in the red for a split second, I was like, holy crap. I could lose a lot of money here. And that emotion just took over where I really couldn't see what was going on. And seeing that double top was there at the 1280s, I was like, all right, nah, I'm taking it. I'm getting out. And I'm not going to risk it. And there's a good chance that NIO today goes to $20. There's a good chance. There's already 3 million shares traded. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. And the stock's already traded 3 million shares, which is madness. Madness. Really, that's madness. To see a stock that's already got 3 million shares traded before 8 a.m. is really madness. It's crazy to see that much volume, 400,000 shares traded at 7 a.m., which there's some stocks that don't even trade 400 shares a day. It's a crazy one, no doubt about it. I'm going to just take it. I'm going to take my profit. I got things I'm going to do today. I'm just going to walk away. I can just feel the emotions taking over. And I don't want to do anything stupid. I don't want to go and try to trade this and end up losing money on it. I'm just going to take my profit. I'm going to walk away. Like I said, there's a good chance that NIO goes higher. But at this point, do I really want to risk it? It's Friday. I'm green. We're going into the weekend. I've had a really amazing week. I've had a great week. Do I want to end the week on a red note? And I don't want to end the week on a red note. I don't want to do it. So you got to know sometimes when the emotions are there, when that's not bad. It's not bad. Obviously, I would have loved to have made $4,000 or $5,000, but I mean, that's day trading. There's so many days where you're going to trade a stock, you're going to buy it, and it's going to go higher. I mean, I bought the stock yesterday, NIO, at $7, and look at it now. You just can't sit here all day long and think about the what ifs or what you could have done differently, or oh, I should have traded this differently. Like, oh, it's going to the moon now. I need to buy. That's one of the battles you're going to have to battle as a day trader in this market, is just being happy with what you get. You know, if you make money, and you move on to the next stock. There's always going to be another crazy stock to come. Seen this happen so many times where these stocks go to the moon. People get really attached to them and they do stupid things. Someone's going to buy at the top. They're going to lose a lot of money. And that's just part of day trading. You know, you got to learn over time. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to take what I can get. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to reward myself with a new fishing pole, baby. I'm going to close it out there. It's Friday. I'm green on the week, green on the day. Oh, it's hard to make this video. Trust me, it's hard to make this video, obviously, seeing now that the stock is at $14. If the stock crashed from that 1280 area, I would be a hero, and this would be a different video. But instead, the stock went to $14, and now I look like a total idiot for selling too early. But at the end of the day, it's my money, it's my account, and I got to do what I got to do and protect myself. Protect myself here, and that's what I'm doing. I'm staying alive, staying alive. There's always going to be another big crazy stock coming. And guess what? I'm going to be ready for it. I am going to be ready for that next big crazy stock. I'll talk to you guys later on. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Talk to you soon.